Have you ever wondered what truly matters? Not what matters now, in the comfort of the moment, but what will genuinely have meaning when everything is over. Because in the end, it doesn't matter how many dreams you had or how many good intentions crossed your mind. Let me tell you a brutal truth. No one will remember what you wanted to be. No one will talk about your ideas or your excuses. All that will matter is what you did, who you were, and the mark you left on the world. Life isn't measured by the time you spent breathing, but by the impact you made while you were here. So, look at your life now. Look at your choices, at your actions, and tell me, what do they say about you? Are you living to leave a legacy, or are you just existing, waiting for something to change on its own? The harsh reality is that most people go through life without leaving anything of value. They follow the current, live to please others, to survive, and in the end, they disappear without anyone noticing. Do you want to be just another one? Do you want to be someone who will be forgotten before the earth covers your body? Or do you want to be the man who lived with purpose, strength, and courage? The one who, even after he's gone, continues to inspire others. Every day that passes is one less page in the story you're writing. And let me remind you, this story is unique. There are no rewrites. There are no second chances. So, how will you be remembered? What will they say about you when it's all over? Will they talk about someone who lived intensely, who fought for something greater, who transformed lives around him? Or just another person who never had the courage to rise above mediocrity? The legacy you leave behind isn't something you build at the end. It's something you build every day, with every choice, every sacrifice, every decision to keep going when it would be easier to give up. The clock is ticking, and the question is, what are you doing now to ensure your life will be remembered? Because in the end, you'll either be an inspiration or forgotten. The choice is yours. Most men live as if they have all the time in the world. They wake up every day, follow the same routine, do the same things, and in the end, go to sleep believing tomorrow will be different. But do you know what happens? Tomorrow comes and nothing changes. They keep postponing, procrastinating, pushing off what should be done now. They tell themselves, one day, I'll do something great. But that day never comes. Do you know why? Because most people live just to survive. They follow an empty cycle where the only goal is to get through the day, avoid discomfort, and repeat everything the next day. And without realizing it, days turn into weeks, weeks turn into years. And when they finally look back, they face a harsh truth. They've done nothing worthwhile. Nothing meaningful. Nothing that leaves a mark. And the worst part? When this realization hits, it's already too late to change. Now, tell me, do you want to be that man? Do you want to be someone whose life will be forgotten the moment it ends? Someone who, in the end, will be remembered only as another person among many who never had the courage to truly live. Because let me warn you, mediocrity has no place in people's memories. The world doesn't need another ordinary man, another person who lived on autopilot until the end. What do you want? Do you want to be remembered as someone who lived with intensity, purpose, and meaning? Someone who left such a profound mark that even after they're gone, their story continues to be told? Or do you want to be just another person who passed through life without making a difference? The choice seems obvious, but let me tell you something. This choice isn't made with words. It's made with actions. It's made with what you decide to do today, right now. If you don't want to be just another person, you need to wake up. You need to understand that time is passing, and every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. Life doesn't wait. It doesn't give you a warning that it's ending. It simply goes on. And what about you? Will you keep living as if you have all the time in the world, or will you start building something that truly matters? The man who will be remembered is the one who lives with purpose, who acts with courage, who faces life with strength. He doesn't wait. He doesn't delay. He understands that every day is an opportunity to create a legacy, to leave something that will last beyond his existence. And if you're still stuck in a hollow routine, living just to get through the day, then it's time to change. Because in the end, the only thing worse than a life without meaning is realizing you had the chance to truly live and chose not to. Leaving a legacy isn't about luck, and it's definitely not about coincidence. You don't stumble upon a meaningful life. It requires intention, discipline, and consistent action. It means that every day, every decision, every choice you make is either building or destroying the man who will be remembered. A legacy is like a masterpiece, but you can't outsource it. There are no shortcuts, no easy solutions. It's shaped by sacrifice, courage, and your willingness to face challenges head-on without turning away. Because the man who leaves a legacy is the one who lives with purpose. He doesn't seek convenience. He doesn't settle for comfort. He does what is necessary, what is right, even if it hurts, even if it demands more than he thought he could give. Do you want to be remembered as strong? Then live with strength. Live with intensity. Stop hiding behind fear, behind excuses, behind a routine that doesn't challenge you. Face what scares you. Face what seems impossible. Because it's these battles that shape your character, that define who you really are. No one remembers those who never tried, those who always ran away. The world respects those who fight, who fall and rise again, who keep going when everyone else has given up. If you want to be remembered as someone who inspired others, then stop talking about who you want to be and start being. Be the example. Show it with your actions. Because inspiration doesn't come from empty words. Inspiration comes from those who live according to the values they defend. Be the kind of man who, just by his presence, makes others want to be better. Because that is the true legacy. Not what you leave in things, but the impact you leave on people. Do you want the world to speak your name even after you're gone? Then stop living for the now. Stop chasing immediate pleasures, meaningless distractions, empty validations. Live for what truly matters. Live to build something that will last. Something that even after you're gone will continue to exist, continue to inspire, continue to make a difference. A legacy isn't built on easy days. It's forged in pain, in doubt, in the moments when you question whether it's worth continuing. And that's where the man who leaves a legacy stands out. Because he keeps going. He doesn't stop. He understands that every sacrifice, every effort, every difficult decision is a brick in the construction of something greater. Something that transcends him. Something that makes him immortal. So look at yourself now. What are you building? Are your actions today shaping the man who will be remembered tomorrow? Or are you just going through the motions, letting time slip away? The choice is yours. But remember, time doesn't wait. Every moment is an opportunity to build something meaningful. And every lost opportunity is a blank page in your legacy. If you want to be that man who will be remembered, then start now. Not tomorrow, not when the conditions are better. Now, because the legacy you want to leave isn't built in the future. It's being built today, with every choice you make, with every step you take. So stand up and start building. The world is waiting for you. Remember, living for something greater than yourself is what separates ordinary men from extraordinary men. It's what transforms a dim life into one that shines for generations. But let me tell you something. This isn't for everyone. It requires courage, it requires vision, and above all, it requires action. It's not enough to want. It's not enough to dream. You need to live in a way that your choices scream what you stand for. So tell me, are you living to be remembered? Or are you just passing through the days, waiting for something or someone to do it for you? The clock is ticking, and every second that passes is one less second to make a difference. What will you do with the time you have left? Will you use it to create, to fight, to transform, help, and impact others? Or will you waste it on distractions and regrets? Because in the end, only one thing matters: what you leave behind. Live for something greater. Fight for something that transcends you. Turn your life into a story worth telling, an inspiration for those who come after you. And when the day comes, because it will come, die as a man who made it all worthwhile. Not just for yourself, but for everyone fortunate enough to cross your path. The question isn't whether you'll die. The question is, will you die as a man the world cannot forget? The choice is yours. Live now. Fight now. Transform now. The future is waiting for your legacy.